I struggle with my faith a lot. And a lot recently. And I think most of it just comes from, like, I want to know the truth. You know, like, I want to know what, like, this world really means, what the earth really means, what the universe really means. And, like, where did this all come from? What is my purpose? Like, I know I'm only here for so long, and that scares me. I think what scares me the most is knowing that I'm gonna die. And I've been struggling with that a lot recently, about death and just this idea of, like, eternal blackness and nothingness. I don't know, like, and I feel like we have to, as people, is just kind of like, I feel like either a person comes to that realization and they're just like, whatever, you know, I'm gonna live my life to the fullest right now. Or they're gonna be like, well, there has to be something more. There can't just be black nothingness. And I feel like, for me, I've been struggling between those two trains of thought. And I've been a Christian for about 2 years now. And I've never really had this much, like, problem, like this big of a problem, where I struggle between this idea that this is all for nothing, this life we have, that we're just animals that are somehow smarter than every other bird, dog, bear, like everything else, and that we die like those animals, and that it's just luck that everything happened. And when we die, there's just black nothingness. Our brain turns off. That creates all of our emotions and feelings. There is no soul. And then on the other end of that spectrum, like, there's God, and there's meaning to my life, and that there's a greater being that created us and that died for us, and this greatest sacrificial love, that we have a purpose, and that purpose is to love one another and love God and live a life dedicated to Him, and that when we die, we'll go to heaven. There is no black nothingness. There is eternal salvation from Christ, from God. And I feel like there's those two ends of the spectrum. And I've just been so, like, conflicted recently. And it's been hurting me mentally, and just like I want it to be real so bad. And I feel like sometimes I put on this performative mask of being a Christian just to say I'm a Christian, and then I forget about this other end where if I die, there's black nothingness. And I don't want to die. I really don't. And the earth is really beautiful. I love to travel. I love to see the beauty of it. And it makes me think, like, this place is too unique just to, like, come out of nowhere, you know? Like, you know, there has to be more. Anyways, I'm getting baptized and confirmed this Saturday. And it's almost like a surprise to me. Like, I'm jumping into this, you know, and like, and I think that that's what matters the most. You just jump into this. Like, it's faith. It's faith for a reason. Like, without, like, if you knew everything, it wouldn't be faith. It wouldn't be love. It wouldn't be trying. Like, it wouldn't hurt your soul to think about these things. There would be no point if it just automatically, this knowledge of God was given to you. There would be no free will of us deciding to choose God. Like, I think that's hurts me the most, because I want to know. Like, I need to know, and that's like one thing that's always, I feel like, punished me mentally, is just not knowing. But like Jesus said, if you can believe, all things are possible to him who believes. Immediately the father of the child cried out and said with tears, "Lord, I believe, help my unbelief." I've never felt like a character in the Bible as much as that father. Like, I believe, but help my unbelief. I believe you, God. I want to believe, but help my unbelief. And it's these struggles of believing and not believing that just constantly bash one another. And I feel like that's when the Lord wants you to come to him, is during those times of unbelief. You need to go to the Lord. And a part of me was like, maybe I shouldn't get baptized this Saturday. Maybe I'm not ready for the Lord because of my unbelief. Because of my constant thoughts of, this might not be real. This God might not be real. This life might mean nothing. And there's nothing. There's no meaning. We're just here. It just happened. But that's when the Lord wants you to come. Lord, I believe, help my unbelief. And I still struggle. As I'm recording this, I'm thinking, what if what I'm saying is just wrong? And that's what the Lord, that's what the God, the Christian God, is for. To help your unbelief. Come to him in your unbelief. You're never always going to be 100% in faith. If it was, like I said, it wouldn't be faith. It would be, you're going to have trials. My favorite verses in Matthew, the Beatitudes, blessed are those poor in spirit. Just sticks with me. Lord, I believe, but help my unbelief. Just makes you think. But I'm gonna get baptized on Saturday. Because I believe. And that unbelief is hurting me.